There we go. Alright. Okay. Put this out. Rainbow Socks is already here. Hello, Rainbow Socks. Just getting stuff last minute ready. Sonic Racer's here and says that he's late, but we just started though. Peyton says hi. Hello, hello, Peyton. Joshua says hi too, and today is Joshua's birthday. Happy birthday, Joshua! Happy birthday! Oh, happy birthday time. Malphite is also here. Good morning, Dean. Hello, Malphite. Ender's here, returning to the best game I see. For now. As much as I like the Deltaruning, I also kind of like Satisfactory, and I want to have some fun on it again. Fun as in funny factories. Guys, we're late and literally just started. The check doesn't come till Thursday, so I can't buy stuff right now, says Joshua? Oh. Oh well. Ivory says, hello. Ivory says hello. Hello, Ivory. Hello, everybody. I hate Satisfactory. It's awesome. Yeah, that's like me too. I've gotten so into Satisfactory. It's a very fun game, but oh my gosh, I'm so into it. Been playing the same thing for like a year. The same area for like a year. Oh, Cultist stopping by. What's up? Hey, Cultist. Hello. Dean already finished the stream. We were late by 1 millisecond. I highly doubt that, but alright. Cultist asks how you been. I've been alright. Somewhat getting over the whole realization that Deltarune exists. I don't know, it's still processing it, I think, but, like... Wow, Deltarune was fun. Let's see, let me make sure I'm get my text box. Ah, yes, my good old text box. Alright, this is gonna take a bit to load anyway, so let's see. What are those two handsome dudes in the background? Oh, that's Tin and Spamton. They're just dancing in the corner. Don't mind them. Ivory says I've been really motivated to draw lately. This has been really helpful in my journey to get good at art. It's always good to draw, especially when you're not good at drawing. That way you can get good at drawing. That's the end. Eventually get better. Squigs Animations in here. Hey guys, it's me, Squigs, back for another Dean livestream. Make sure to like and subscribe for more epic Dean live streams. Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe for more hyperlink blocked or something. I forgot. I gotta shift this whole thing over because I had it shifted for Deltarune. There we go. Is it shifted right? I feel like it's like off-center slightly. I can't tell. Satisfactory load. I don't know, it looks okay. I might need to adjust some stuff. Wow. What do you think of Satisfactory, guys? This, oh, there we go. It'll be alright. So excited for the Dark Knight and whoever that turtle is, I don't know the name, to be the Tumblr 60 man in the next few years. This quick. I don't know if they be the Tumblr 60 man, but probably the TV dude, most likely. Where the hell have I... Okay, what am I doing here? Okay, so just for context, I wanted to just kind of play Satisfactory for a bit, and I just kind of thought about booting up the stream at the same time, so here we are. So, where I've been... oh, Kelnick's here. Hey, Kel. It's been a while. Hello. Hey, Kel. Well, Satisfactory stream, how rare. It's more common than you think, silence. Also hit hello silence. I got myself stuck in a machine. Okay. So let's see, where we last left off on this, let's see. I was working on a turbo motor factory, which, actually, shoot, I think I got that done, don't I? Yeah, actually, where is... That's right, I was trying to work on my thermal thruster factory. And, let's see. So one of the parts that I need, let's see, rubber, I think I have rubber done. Actually, do I have, I forget, I think I did get like the train system set up so that it actually gets here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, rubber is here already, nice. Alright. Where does this go? It's been a while since I've been working on it. Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. It makes reinforced plates. Okay, I'm trying to get reminded of what I've been doing on this. Let's see. Next thing I need to make is probably smart plating, I think, which requires a bunch of rotors. And for that, I need a ton of screws and iron rods. Which, do I have the steel set up? Oh, I don't have the steel set up for how much steel ingots I need for the beams. I guess I could work on that. Anyways, reading chat for a bit. Alpha says, brand new bad theory for Deltarune. What if Asgore Dark World appearance is the same fit of Undertale? Honestly, looking at what the tutorial ended up looking like, we might get something similar to Asgore, like how Toriel showed up in the Dark World. Oh, I guess this whole stream is going to be Deltarune spoilers. Yeah. But, yeah, I can see, like, I can see that probably being a thing, though. Let's see, I need to move this around. So let's see, I need to calculate how many steel beams or how much steel ingots I need for these steel beams. How was Deltarune, Dean? Even though I'm not into it, just interested as scale. It was very, very fascinating. It was very overwhelming, I think, but I had a lot of fun with it. It's a very fun game. Although I feel like I would love to play the rest of the chapters, but they're not out yet. Because there's like a lot of information that I'd like to see concluded, but aren't concluded because the new chapters aren't out yet. Malfoy says, I don't know why so many people are thinking Asgore run over Dust for some reason. I don't think that's what happened. I think that was just a meme that someone made, and some people are like, oh my gosh, that is hilarious. Let's make that into, like, the new Deltarune brain rot meme. Because that's, like, a new thing, I guess. Let's see, so... 72.145 steel ingot. What did I need? Oh, let's see, so let's divide that by 45 per machine. 2 vehicles are deadlocked. Damn it. My vehicleness is fairly bad. Okay, and then using math, divide that by 45 is 1.602. Good grief, I love small numbers. Let's see, 1.603. I need to be somewhat accurate because there might be a miscalculation somewhere. Okay, so with that... Machine Ultrakill references. If you want to play the other Deltarune chapter, just become a time traveler society. Well, if only that was an option. That would be useful. Ivory asks, have you ever played Numeniki? I have not yet, Ivory. It's definitely a game that I want to check out at some day. It's just I've been busy doing other stuff. I might check it out either on my own time or one day on a stream. I don't know for certain on that. Let's see, steel ingot. I think it was 120 steel ingots per, and then multiply that by 45. And then get another line here. And then the other one is 80 concrete times 45. Sorry, I keep changing colors because I'm doing math because I love math so much. No, Des went to the underground in Mount Ebott. Actually, kind of on that what Sonic mentioned. I think there was like some there's like some reference to like someone with antlers. I think what Sans said in like one of the Xbox, like the Xbox gambling room. I think like one of the lines, something like that is what he said. But I just remember that was like a off comments though, so I don't know how like confirmed it is. Oh wait, that's not what okay. I put in way too many foundries for that to work. Why did I put in? There we go. I was like doing the math. I was like, wait, I needed 5,400 ingots. Wait, I don't need that. Let's see. Calculator 1.603. I need 192.36 steel ingots, as well as 128.24 concrete per minute. Okay, that's the numbers I need. That's great. Right. Let's see, Kel's response to, let's see. We are all time travelers. That's how a machine works, only forward and really, really slow. Would it be wonderful to like skip forward a bit? I would love to go to chapters, when in the new Deltarune chapters, skip forward to, I don't know, actually no, we're gonna get chapter 5 next year on like 2026, because that was like actually confirmed. At like the end of Deltarune, you get a little confirmation. Yes, it will come out at that time. Ivory says time travels like and then starts in time. Wait, I don't want to experience that again. That was a horrible. I don't want to die just to go back. That was so frustrating. Still really likes this time, but it's every time I see Dweller, it reminds me of those creepy mods from Minecraft. Oh, but Dweller's Empty Path is actually kind of a cute game. That's by Temmie. But you know what? I've honestly thought about doing this at some point, like pulling up empty Dweller's Empty Path, because I don't know how many people know about it. It's like an old game that Temmie made, like the same Temmie that helped with Undertale and Deltarune. It is a very good game. It's not like as incredibly in-depth as Undertale is, but it is very nice. Let's see. It's an interesting coincidence that the human in the intro from Undertale looks like Dark World Chris. It says Malphite. Well, if you think about it, both Chris and basically Cara kind of look similar, at least with or at least like with how they look. Is this? No, molded beam is what I need. But I don't entirely know like how connected Chris and Cara are, other than like similar apparel, which technically Azrael, they're technically wearing Azrael's shirt, I think. So it's not really that it's like Cara's shirt, but it's someone important's shirts. So says the marketing. Was Alexis here, says Kelnick? Not yet. Not to my knowledge. Anyways, other than that, how have you all been? Because it's been a while, and I haven't like done stuff outside of Deltarune for a while, so and it is kind of a time just to hang out, just see how everyone's doing. Ivory says I got jump scared because Alexis is the name of one of their OCs. Yo, it's Alexis from the famous Ivory Wizard OCs. Okay, I don't think I need too many steel ingots for this to work, so I can just yoink some here and then send it over to the machines. The machines. There we go. Ivory says, the Undertale Deltarune theory, Chris and Cara both have severe lung disease. I guess that's going off of their yellow skin. Or wait. Wait, I forget, does Cara have yellow... Actually, I literally can't remember if Cara had yellow skin or not. I feel like they don't, but I can't remember for certain. I haven't seen that scene in a while. I meant Frisk, not Cara. Okay. Yeah, I thought it would. Like I know Frisk has the yellow skin, and then Chris also has the yellow skin. Mifa says, bought Deltarune, and now I'm broke. Send help. I mean the one with the sword. Yeah, well, there is one with the sword, though. Deltarune is the one with the sword. It has the sword in it. Alright. I gotta figure out how to find some concrete. I think I do have concrete somewhere in my factory somewhere. I just need to find it. Oh, there you are. I think there should be enough concrete coming in. I think I've got enough anyway. Oh my gosh, that's Spamton G Spamton in my playlist. Why is Spamton G Spamton here? Now's your chance to be a big shot. Be a big, damn big shot. Now's your chance to be a big shot. Be a big shot. Concrete! Ooh. Beams are now being produced. Sick. Oh, Stuff Doer's here. This reminds me of that one time when yeah, definitely. Yeah, I remember that time when I, yeah, definitely. That was a good, yes, definite time. Anyways, hello, Stuff Doer. I guess for, like, new people that are coming by, because I didn't actually explain Satisfactory very much. It's basically a big factory game where you make stuff in a factory that you find satisfactory. That's the idea, at least. Let's see. Right now, working on. Let's see. So I think I got the steel beams that I need. Next step I need to do is construct the constructors 14.4-ish. I'll just round it up to 15. I don't need to be too complicated with it. Let's see. Cal says, I'm interested. How many people use a Shapy nickname or name in my context, so like the artificial Shapy thing? Where could it be used for sheep characters? I don't think I've ever actually heard Shapy as like an OC name. Like, even with my limited knowledge of what like people would name things, I've never heard of Shapy as like a name for a character. So it's at least new to me. Let's see. This one only. I'm gonna use the. I'm gonna use this one, and have that stacked. Wait, I got a blueprint for foundations, don't I? Yes. No, but it's max height. No. It's gonna look really weird. Oh yeah, it's intersecting. Oh well, it's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. Satisfactory says there's a game called Astro Engineer that there's something that reminds me of this. It is kind of similar to it. It's Satisfactory's whole thing is very much just build factories. There's actually a whole lot more to this world than Astro Engineer. I think there is. Let's see. There is a massive open world to discover and harvest. There's like a huge desert area that I have like a lot of activity over there. And there's a lot of stuff. Lord, that's a lot. Yeah, I've been on this world working on it for the past year. Like, I started streaming in Satisfactory because I just really wanted to stream Satisfactory. And, well, and it evolved into what we got today. Okay. Wait. Oh my gosh, these conveyor belts are reversed. Okay. Is that... No, it's... flip that around. Okay, those belts are in the right direction. There we go. There we are. Then there's the one output. Steel screw. Oh, shoot, that's right. I'm gonna make like a million screws. Not really a million screws, but a lot. Yeah, I think I need to divide this up so I can... goodness. What if... Let's see, Muffin says, what if pink and yellow are Freddy Fazbear and Spring Bonnie? Trust me, this would change the lore. If it was, that would definitely change the lore. But something tells me that's not what happened. That would be kind of funny. Hey guys, we're gonna do FNAF lore, but better. Actually, kind of on that. Let's see. As much as I like the Five Nights at Freddy's lore, I do think there's a lot of problems with it, mostly because the guy that made us, Scott Cotton, didn't, I think, fully anticipate how big everything was gonna get, or like his franchise. And he kept wanting to make like new games to add on top of his old ones, but he never had like an end goal in mind. Which kind of shows whenever new information comes out. Like, oh yeah, here's like this cool new thing. Oh wow, that is a cool new thing. Except there's a slight issue, Scott. Yeah. It completely destroys the lore. You destroy your own lore every time you get a new game. I feel like FNAF should have ended at Ultimate Custom Night. That was really fun. I didn't play it myself, but I've seen like a lot of gameplay on it. It is actually like a really fun activity. And then they went and got security breach. And then everything went downhill from there. Anyways, all that to say, I really like how Toby's taking his decade-long project as opposed to Scott. Because Toby actually has a plan at the end of it all and is actually going to do something with it. And that shows really, really well because there's stuff that's set up in like Chapter 1 and 2 that aren't really expanded on until like later chapters, which you can only really do if you got a plan. And Toby shows that he's got a plan for what he's doing, so that's going to be fun. One thing that I didn't notice at first until it got kind of spelled out for me. In Chapter 1, one of the characters at the start, not Lancer, or Lancer, just normal Lancer, says, yeah, I'm the pointy-headed guy from the legend. Which I thought was kind of weird for him to kind of say, but I didn't really think too much of it until someone spelled it out for me. That no, Lancer's referring to the prophecy because he's the pointed-headed boy in the prophecy. One of the prophecy tablets that we find literally just says the pointy-headed will say toothpaste and then boy. So apparently Lancer saying that was a part of the prophecy. But also, he knows of the prophecy. That is to say that, like, everyone in the game knows, or all the Darkeners know the prophecy, or at least Lancer does maybe more. But, like, what I mean is that was something that was set up in Chapter 1 as, like, an off comment based on, like, a random choice that you make. And then it actually got paid off. Even though it really shouldn't have, but Deltarune just has its own continuity, and it knows its continuity, and I like that it knows its own continuity. It doesn't contradict itself very much. Does Lancer know everything that will happen then? I'm not quite sure like how much Lancer knows exactly, because that's kind of hard to say. Because we don't know like oh, wait. Is that... No, that's good. I don't know if, like, Lancer knows the full context of the prophecy. I know Ralsei does, for certain. Or I guess, like, how much of the prophecy that they know. Not sure. Kel says the FNAF is kind of bad. I like it for 7 parts after that, not really. No, that's same for me, really. I think that is a general correct statement, frankly, because as soon as Security Breach came out, oh my gosh, that was, like, horrible. I, for whatever reason, convinced myself to get Security Breach because I was like, nah, there's no way it's this horrible, right? And then I got it, and I played it, and it actually was this horrible. Mostly because they had the exact opposite problem, or the exact opposite situation, where they were getting really too big for what they wanted to do, and they couldn't keep up with their own ideas. And they just really wanted the game out, and now we have a mess as a game. Wish Scott didn't make Remnant real. Kind of wish Scott didn't do a lot of things. He retconned a lot of stuff. Actually, I'll be kind of... Coming! It's just Shadow. Hey, Shadow. Person Human's also here. Hello. Security Breach was fire? On its own, it can be kind of okay. But even still, it's kind of like not the best gameplay-wise, frankly. It's not entirely fun. It's fun to break, but not fun if you want to play a normal game, I guess. Anyway, something else that I think Scott did that was kind of a problem is find stuff in the community that he really likes about his game, and then try to make it canon, because that's what the community wants. Oh, did my game crash? No! No! Oh, yeah, this is gonna happen a lot, because my world is so big and full of stuff that it will just crash. So that's the first crash of the stream. Yay. Ender says it was alright on PS4. Well, okay, my thoughts on Security Breach. I think it was interesting. Like, I really liked like some of the new ideas that they had, but like gameplay-wise, it just always felt boring because they never went far enough with a lot of the interesting ideas. Let's see. I liked the Music Man section. I wish there was a lot of other sections like that. Some things felt like some things felt kind of like a cop-out. Like, well, no, we're gonna get a fight against this character. Actually, no, the fight's done already. Oh, okay. Anyways, now we're into this situation. All you gotta do is lure them to a wall, and then they'll do something for you. All right. When do I feel like I have freedom? Well, you can go anywhere. Well, yeah, but none of it really matters. I can go anywhere in this massive facility, but like none of it matters. But there's this little lore in this one small section of this massive area. The game to me at least wasn't satisfying. It was really interesting, just like the concept of how big the pizzeria is, but it just felt like it was underbaked. It could have been so much better. Okay. Did you know that FNAF actually has a lot of copyrighted music that Scott bought? That I don't know about. That I don't know about, Kel. I thought he used like a bunch of like either his own music or like royalty-free music or sounds. That's at least what I know. Okay, okay. I got. Hold on. I need to do some more math really quick. Oh yeah, I needed a bunch of constructors for rods. Show. Why isn't it showing? What the... Oh, there we go. Need another 200 steel ingots for the iron rod constructors. Okay. Scott was lazy, says Malfoy. Scott was lazy. He was making it up as he went. And it kind of worked, but it didn't in the end, unfortunately. Malfoy asks, Dean, do you play Taboy? The Binding of Isaac. No, I don't. Also, Swedish Monkey's here. Hey, Swedish. I didn't call you out earlier. Hello. Doing some Satisfactory and just chilling out. But, yeah, I have not played Binding of Isaac. I know about it. I got like a couple friends that play it, so I kind of like know some of it. But I haven't played it myself very much. Oh, Alexis is stopping by. Hey, hello, Alexis. Hello. Ooh. Z fighting. No Z fighting. Wait, why is... There's no Z fighting here. Oh, there it is. There's the Z fighting. Or... Whatever game. Alexis is doing decent. That's good to hear. Hello. Let's see. Input here. I think I needed 16 constructors, so this should work out. Kel says my favorite thing in Binding of Isaac was the overlap. Hmm. I don't know enough about Binding of Isaac to know that. Got the writing in the original game was Let's see. Oh, okay. Alexa says revisiting Life is Strange because of like one fanfic. That's kind of neat. I somewhat remember Life is Strange, though that was a long time ago. Oh my. Actually, how long ago was that? Wait. So I feel like that was like... That's like always been a game that's like been in the back of my mind that like I knew existed. How long has that been a thing? Life is Strange. $10 ago? Well, no wonder that's just always been a thing in the back of my mind. That game came out like 10 years ago. Goodness. You know, I'm only now realizing how old I'm getting because there's like a lot of games that I've seen way back in my day that I thought was really cool. And, oh my gosh, this blueprint's backwards again. No. And then I get like reminded in the weirdest of ways. Oh yeah, I'm old because that game came out a decade ago. A decade ago? Oh no, this is what my parents feel like when the thing that they're told came out like decades, plural, ago. Oh my goodness. Bum, 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 bum. I don't mind being old. I think there's cool things that happen when you're old because now I know a lot of stuff. And because I know a lot of stuff, I can do many things because of my knowledge of stuff and things. Only to then get reminded that I am old by myself and everyone else. There's nothing wrong with being old. But it does get kind of old when you get reminded that you're old. Like what I'm doing right now. I'm telling myself that I'm old. I think this joke is getting old. That was a very dumb joke. Being getting the same age as Garrison. I'm old! Oh my gosh. I love Garrison when he showed up in Deltarune. That was so cool. We were like, wait, is that Garrison? And then we weren't told, but we were like, no, that's Garrison. Definitely. Swedish says, Dean, me has a question. Where can we send suggestions of things to make videos or streams? That is kind of a good question. Unfortunately, I don't feel like I stream enough or make enough stuff to warrant that. That is to say, like, I would appreciate suggestions. It's just I would probably usually do things that I want to do myself, and when that would exactly be, like, let's see. I like would accept suggestions, but it's more like, would I ever do those suggestions? Dean, you should play this entire franchise, and I'm like, yeah, I probably should, but I don't have the time to do that. And I don't want to at the moment. Nothing against the franchise, it's just I don't have a whole lot of time. Heck, I spent like the last, like, what, 3 weeks or so playing Deltarune specifically, and I'm not done with Deltarune. I want to do more Deltarune stuff. Like, maybe not entirely streaming a bunch of experiences, because, oh man, I need more steel ingots, good grief. I'm going to show 2 mods or blocky building Swedish. I mean, you can talk about that in the Minecraft section, I think, but actual suggestions, I'm not sure if will work in terms of me making them into videos or streams. Anyways, I do want to play more Deltarune, I will say that, but I've got a conundrum where I do want to play it, but I don't want to, like, play forever, I guess. I don't know. I do want to do more Deltarune, though, but it's probably going to be in the form of me trying to do the voicing things, kind of like what I did for, like, the like the voice acting gameplay things that I've been doing recently. I've got like some other ideas that I want to do for that, and I've just been kind of busy and need to work on that. Let's see. Swedish mentions, want to show you some mods for the blocky building Swedish game. Very cool. Methinks you would like. Okay, but what are they? You can go out and just ask like if I know about something or if my thoughts on something. You don't have to be like, hey, can I ask you a question? You can, well, yeah, you can ask me a question. That's like the whole point of the streaming thing, where you can just ask questions. And then I would try to give an answer to it. And then depending on how I would say things or how I respond to it, you respond back or not. And that's the stream. There we go. I now have a lot of iron rods. Very neat. Okay, so now that I have screws and rods, which is really cool. Yeah. Looks as a Wonder Stop. It's a wonder to me. That soundtrack. Oh yeah, Wonder Stop is really good. You should check it out. It's also the guy that made the music is C418, same person that made the Minecraft music. Wonder Stop music's really nice. Go check it out. Go check it out right now. It's C418's new music. Why is nobody talking about the fact that C418 made new music? Heck if I know. Only I know, apparently. Swedish says, use mod events because most mods are on there. Well, I mean, most mods are odd moderate. Anyways, what am I doing? I'm trying to work on rotors. What do I need for rotors? I need 37.5 assemblers for the rotors that I need for this project. Good grief. Luckily I got blueprints for that. I think, Constructor 18. That's gonna have to work. Need links in the Discord. Okay. Where... You can try to link it in the Discord if you want. Okay. I need to focus on this 1 second. Alexa says, don't worry, I'm a music nerd. I know very well about the Wonder Stop. Alright, good. I now have to do half the work. Half the work of spreading information. Spreading good information, as opposed to malinformation. Ooh, spooky. I'll swap over accounts onto Shapy. Alrighty. Just checking out something really quick. Okay. Assemblers. Actually, I'm gonna probably double time these. So I'm gonna get this powered up, and then I'm gonna shard them. Using the cool shard. Using the blue shard. Instead of the black shard. Like from that one game. This black shard is beautiful, isn't it? Click, activate. So normally, in a lot of cases, I would probably try to use a different recipe. And so I can get, like, possibly more rotors. But the problem is that the alternate recipes that I could use require resources that I, frankly, do not have access to. Because I need those resources for other things. So I'm trying to get this even. Let's see. Do that, and then screws will start pouring in. Actually, how many screws do I... 3,750. Is this able to transfer enough? Oh, ooh, oh, just barely enough. Have you guys seen a movie called Megamind? Says Sonic. I've seen it. I've seen a movie called Megamind. Okay, idea. Since I need, like, just barely a little bit more, I'm going to get this other part up here. There we go. Now screws will be divided up here correctly. I think. Yes. Very nice. So that should be the screws required. Alfie had a comment. Recently saw a stream with 4 games playing at the same time. It was me. Oh, okay, a quick story that I got since you mentioned that Malphite. Let's see. Eons ago, when I was in high school, there was a funny thing that I did that I thought was very funny, and it was indeed very funny. Y'all remember the Henry Stickman games? Or does anyone actually know about that? Anyways, I played that a lot, but something that I would do, this was back when Flash was still, like, operational. I remember, like, I was on break at a computer lab, and I would literally just pull up every single Henry Stickmin game and play all of them at the same time in, like 4 different or 5 different tabs. Like, since the game itself was just a bunch of pointing clicking, I just literally, like, went to, had a bunch of different tabs and then swapped between them whenever, like, a new choice was needed to be made. that was really fun to do. Nowadays, I can't quite do that anymore due to the fact that the Henry Stickmin games don't... I think, actually, no, they still kind of work, I think. Well, there is, like, the Henry Stickmin collection that got released, which that was fun as heck. Yo, Wabungus in the house. Wabungus is now in the house currently. Wabungus in the house. Like carpet. Like Wabungus, like house, like carpet. Links are in the shop, the cool thing. Okay. What are these mods that you so eagerly want me to witness? Backrooms and Undertale Minecraft full Undertale experience part. Okay, now that one's interesting. Hold on. Oh, I saw like a thumbnail of that. Okay. I don't know. I might check out the modded Undertale thing. That does seem kind of interesting. It's kind of neat. Kel, also known as Shapy, probably going to make some public videos. 2 of mine previous ones. Kind of doing meme. I mean, I think it's alright making meme stuff. It doesn't need to be, like, incredible. It really, like, if anyone wants to make anything, it does not need to be amazing. It just needs to be something that you like doing. As long as you have fun doing it, you can post it there and then you can show it off to your friends. And that's like that's what I think a main point of YouTube is, just to have some fun with friends. And anything else follows. Recommend doing the Backrooms one with friends. I don't know if I wanna though. Nothing against the mod. It's just I don't feel like. I don't know. Stay hide. Oh, Ultrakill fans here. And say Arc. Hey. Liquid. Oh, heck. Hey, Ultrakill fans, since you're here and you have reminded me of Ultrakill by your name alone, did the new layer come out? Because I know they, like, showed off a trailer of it. I was like, I'm looking on Steam just to, like, double check. It's not out yet, but it's a thing that they're working on. You don't like the scary Dean? Nah, it's more like, I don't think I would get scared, though. Like, I'm gonna go into the situation knowing for a fact I will definitely get scared. No, I don't like going into scary situations because I know they're scary. I like going into scary situations when I don't know they're scary. That's what makes them even scarier. It's honestly more fun that way anyway. Is this full? Let's see. Maybe I could just... Ultrakill fan says... No, just a teaser so far. Hikita mentioned that the teaser... mentioned in a teaser that it would be updated this year. Oh, okay. Maybe around like December or something. Or October. That'd be kind of nice. We shall find out one day. Mwah. The pasta sure is creepy, Sisson. It is very horrifying. Pasta is scary. You have to make nuclearized stuff. Oh, okay, really quick. Since we got on like the topic of Halloween stuff, I've been trying to think about like what I want to do in October. I'm not a huge fan of scary or like plain scary stuff. Now, I don't have anything against it. I'm kind of fine with scary things, but just like playing a scary game for the sake of playing a scary game, I don't entirely enjoy that. That being said, my birthday's in October, and I've been trying to think about like what I want to do for my birthday. And I thought about trying to get a bunch of old computer games running. Like I don't know how I'm gonna get them running, but I'm gonna somehow get them running, and then I'm gonna have a bunch of streams playing some old games from my day, like back in the CD-ROM era, like that kind of era of games. Okay, there's like a few games that. Oh, I need to remember. Okay, like let's see. There were like a bunch of like education games that I had, and there's like a couple of them that were kind of odd, but I thought was kind of neat anyway. Like, wow, this actually, wow, I'm learning math in a dungeon. My friend is captured by a dragon or something. Why? I don't know. It was a really, actually, that might actually be kind of a fun creepy game because it's an actual education game. I forgot what the title of it was. Oh. Shoot. Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can find it. Hold on. I need to find the title. What is it? Okay. I do have like my old CD-ROM bag just like next to me. Let's see. What do I got? Let's see, an old Toy Story game, a CD-ROM of the original Lego Star Wars games that came out. Hot Wheels Velocity X. That one's my favorite. I want to play that actually. Wait, is Tenna breaking it down? Yeah, Tenna's been breaking it down. Do you know of Mindustry, says Ultrakill? I kind of know about it. I think I played it a little bit, but I just kind of preferred... I prefer playing Satisfactory, though. Let's see. Putt-Putt Saves the Zoo. There's like a couple Putt-Putt games. I don't know if anyone knows about those. Oh, I'm just going through my old games for fun. Okay, at least... Where is... that one slightly scary... Oh, it was the Rita Rabbit series. That's what it was. Rita Rabbit Second Grade. That was the game specifically. Anyways, I'm probably gonna see if I can somehow get my old CD-ROMs working. And if I can, I want to actually like play some of those in October. Because October is my birthday. I want to play that for my birthday. That'll be fun. I'm gonna send a screenshot of the backrooms all because Dean wants to know how good the mod is. I'm expecting it to be good. I didn't say that I expect it to be bad. It's just I don't want to play it. Is this thing making steel? Is it? Okay, it is making steel. Good. Is it not making steel fast enough? Actually, I can overdrive it. There we go. Dave, CS is here. Finally have school holidays. I can watch your streams longer without sleeping. Whoa, wonderful. Welcome, Daves. We're playing Satisfactory and trying to get things being a factory. Ultrakill says, I think I can see the individual skin cells on my arm or my glasses are just full of dust. Maybe. Maybe you just need to clean your glasses. Alright, I think I'm making enough rods. Next thing I need to do... this might be an issue, actually, because... Let's see, for... the next part that I need to make is smart plating, but for the recipe that I need 450 plastic a minute. Of which I... Oh, jeez, I forgot that this needed 60 manufacturers. Oh, good grief. Anyways, I gotta figure out how to get a bunch of plastic. And plastic in this game is super annoying to get. There is, one location that I have thought of, there is oil, like, over here, and I can take that oil, but the problem is that I'm using that, like, all of it, 100% of it, to make a rubber. Problem with that is, since I'm using 100% of it, that's... Oh, why are you vehicles not working? It's because of that deadlock that happened over here, isn't it? No, it's because that truck decided to just not want to run for some reason. No. And now it's just not working. No. In English, that means, ah, heck. Anyways, alternative option that I've thought about, but I'm not sure on. There is like another, I have like a plastic manufacturing plant way over here on the other end of the map. That's like on the other end of the map. Shapy says only got one exam left, physics in college, and after that you'll be a free bird. Free bird. Be a free bird, and then you can be free. Meanwhile, there's me. I'm not in classes, but I still want to get into classes. Why? Because social activity or something. Okay, do I? Okay. I'm just trying to think about... Actually, I think I am making, like, a lot more plastic over there than I'm using, so I think that can work. I just have to get a train system set up to go over there. I don't think I have a normal station, though. Swedish keeps sending me screenshots of the mod. Oh my god. It looks cool. I'm not gonna play it, though. Okay. Oh, Not Lancer's here, says Bean Moment. Hello, Not Lancer. Hello. Currently in factory making. Factory. Okay, I need to... Alright, I got a railroad system right here. I think I should be able to get away with making this. Shapy says, I'm gonna leave my classes. I'm gonna be glad to leave it for the summer. Happy to hear. Let's see. Everyone ready for ultra killing time? Because it's definitely ultra killing time. The time to ultra kill. Okay, this is gonna be so jank. I mean, the jankiest railroad ever, because this is gonna be, like, squeezed in. Like, crazy. It's gonna be so weird. Alright, can this just... Okay, this can just link on. Thank goodness. And... Well, I have to see if I can link this on somehow. You sent the 2 screenshots. I accept that you have sent the 2 screenshots. I don't feel like checking them out at the moment, Swedish. I will acknowledge that you at least did it. Nothing against that, it's just I just want to play Satisfactory right now. Okay. This setup, I think I need to probably have... Let me place it the other direction. Okay, there we go. That doesn't change the direction. Okay, there. Dave says it's interesting that Ultrakill songs hit more in the game than when you're listening to them. I mean, that's also because you're like hitting everything with 2-ton bombs. I say as I pull out a 2-ton bomb in my hand. Whoa, timber, boom. Okay. Let me place that. Place. Is this? I forget if this railroad's even used. I don't think it'll be a problem, but... I don't know if it's being used. Alright, I'm gonna have ideally a bunch of plastic getting sent each time. So that way it doesn't need to make too many trips. Okay, Smart plastic import. There we go. Shapy, oh. Yeah, this train is being used. Okay. Shapy says, they and some internet people made me think humanity is doomed. I kind of tried to move away from this stuff, but really slipped from it. Hey, you know what I do for that? I just play video games. And just wait out the storm, more or less. There's a lot of things that are going on in the world that are problematic. And I'm like, well, I can't do much about that, but I can play Satisfactory, and then I can stream that. I mean, there isn't a whole lot that I can gain from it, but I don't know, I'm having fun with this. That being said, I do have, like, outside activities that I do need to do one day. So, at some point, I need to go back into the real world. But for now, I'm in a factory. Playing Satisfactory with a bunch of people in chat. So we're just gonna play Sexton Hail mod. Oh man, I love the Sexton Hail mod. But at the same time, I don't like the Sexton Hail mod because it's like kind of difficult to play if everyone knows what they're doing. Or nothing wrong with it anyway. Okay, I'm gonna head over to my plastic refinement area and obtain the plastic. Oh wait. Okay, something I need to probably do for this train's sake. Block signal. Move you here, and then... Okay, now that runs. Nice. Wabungus is still here watching. Okie dokie. Welcome, Wabungus, to your return. So you have never left, but you are still here. Hello, Wabungus. Here we are, on a train ride. We're gonna have a wonderfully long train ride over to the plastic refinement facility, of which I think I need to actually completely rebuild, because I think it's not that great. Ender says, Dean, quick question. Iron wire, 6 inventory slots, relatively new world. I feel like... Let's see. In the very new worlds, iron wire is only really good if you have like a lot of overclocking shards, because then you can like turn a ton of iron into wire, which is super useful and you can save on copper. I feel like the inventory will probably be more worth your while now, unless you're trying to get into more, like, if you're near a lot of iron, like a lot of iron. Iron wire is good. Like, it's a really good recipe. I just think it's only better when you have, like, a lot of manufacturing available for it. I never leave. I am always watching, says Wabungus. You might, but that only lasts until I press the end stream button. Which is gonna be a while, so I guess you'll be here for a while, too. Yeah. One of the Splash songs, Morley will be abundant with it. But you know what we could do in response? Nuts! Aha! Aha! We just won't burn, easy. Ideally. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, I guess, like, some plans on, or I guess some stuff that's actually going on in real life Dean activities. So, interesting story. Not really interesting, but I guess kind of like it. So a reason for why I've actually been streaming for about a year now, which is weird to think that I've been actually streaming for about a year, is because I wanted to kind of do something with my my YouTubing hobby. Problem is that like around that time I actually lost I did leave a job that wasn't the best. But that was like a year ago, and I was like, I'm gonna find something else that I can do. I'm gonna get into YouTubing. Well, here I am, and I mean I have made money off of doing YouTube stuff, but it's like not frequent enough. That, and fun fact, ever since I got the 1,000 subscribers and I was actually able to make money off of ad revenue, only got like $10 from ad revenue in like the month that I've been at 1,000 subs. So either I need to make videos like crazy that get insane amounts of views, which takes a lot of time out of me, or... Oh wait, there's the plastic thing. Okay. Hold on, I need to actually stop by the plastic factory. I think I can stop here. Or close to here, at least. Let's see, so... Yeah, YouTubing isn't going to make a whole lot of money. There is, like, options where, like, people can send in donations, definitely. Although, something that I don't like relying on everybody to send me money. I know people can, and I know people will. It's just I don't want it to feel like a requirement for people. So I've been trying to figure out ways that I can get money outside of that and just have this as like the optional, everyone can just kind of chill out kind of streams. And that's what I like most. That being said, I still need to actually make money. So, I've been trying to figure out ways that I can actually get a job, ideally. And I have at least like looked into some options, and I'm probably going to actually get like an actual job at some point and then make money off of that. Not a ton, but like enough that I don't have to worry about money that much. That's the idea, at least. Should make every video live and be member only. No one would join though. I don't like that though. But, okay, like I could just completely disregard all like all connections or something, or like all moral limitations and just go buck wild and sell out. But I don't want to sell out though. Like, it's not that that's like a bad thing or anything. It's just I don't want that to like be what my streams are, because that's kind of like a almost like a get rich quick kind of thing, and I want it to be, I want what I do to be worthwhile and actually last. It's a delicate balance, as Alexa. It is, yeah. That being said, alternatively, I could try to work even harder and be like, if you join my membership thing, you can get access to, the funny voice line things. Actually, that would be kind of funny. Just like, hey, pay like $2 and I can make... Actually, that might actually sound kind of funny, because I do have like a bunch of sound effects. That might actually be funny to do someday. Pay $2 to make a... to make something say, "You're taking too long." That actually sounds hilarious. Mediocrity doesn't work. It does not work, trust me. No, I believe you, because I believe you, Alexis. In some areas, there is still, like... I feel like some of the stuff I do is somewhat mediocre, but at the same time, I also do some really cool stuff, so it's like... whatever I'm working on, and then it's cool. Like there's just like projects that I want to do that probably won't get a lot of views, but there's still projects that I want to do. So if I can get away with, if I want to get away, oh, I forgot about that. Oh no, the train, it fell. I forgot about that. Let's see. There we go. Funny train falling. Like, you just have to work harder and your life will get better. You know what, Alexa? I hear that a lot. As long as you put in the hard work and effort, you will get something out of it. Yet here I am. I have put in a lot of hard work and effort, but I haven't gotten a whole lot out of it. And I don't know if that's because, like, either what I've done just isn't enough, and that is to say, like, oh, I should be like rolling in success or something. In reality, I don't think. Me being on YouTube, I don't want this to be like the main thing that I do, because I like doing this as a hobby. I don't want to do this as like a required thing, as like a job. Maybe like, oh, some people might send me like an extra bit of bonus, and I don't have to worry about money all that much. Yeah, now everything's getting really expensive, and I need to really worry about money. But I want this to still be fun. Because the moment that I turn this into like an actual job that I get like a lot of money for, I feel like I would get trapped there, and I don't like the feeling of being trapped, even doing something that I love doing. Because like sometimes I just want to go away from what I'm doing, and if I'm stuck doing this, then I just don't want to do it anymore. That's also why I don't want to play, like, there's a lot of games that I do want to play, but I don't want to play... I don't want to, like, just go out and play some of these video games because Amori starts playing. I want to play Amori, as an example, and have that on a stream. But Amori is a really long game, and that's going to take, like, a few months of dedication. And if I get into Amori stuff, I feel like I might be missing out on other opportunities that I can do, like, still on Deltarune. I just don't like the feeling of being stuck doing something. I like the ability to be flexible. I know a YouTuber like you that follow him to 1K subs, and now he has 500,000. Well, that's crazy. So, Dave said that. How long did that take if you followed him for that long? Because ever since I started, it was probably like Shoot, when did it... I think it was like 5 years ago I started making videos. I used to make videos on like a different channel of mine, and that was on when I was making Dota 2 content, which, funny enough, that channel actually did get like a lot of viewage on it. One of those videos even got like 100,000 views. But then I just didn't want to play Dota that much anymore, and then I left that channel, and viewage just kind of plummeted as well because no one wanted to watch whatever I was making. And then I made this channel, which I feel like I've gotten a whole lot better at actually figuring out what I can do to like keep a captive audience. That is to say, like, oh, people are now looking at me. I now have the ability to be really cool when people want me to be really cool instead of fumbling and not having any ideas. Because, like, as soon as that Deltarune video that I made, like, it popped off and got, like, thousands and thousands of views on it, let's see. I did a stream, like, after that just to be like, hey, guys, hello, everyone that's new to my channel. This is me, this is what I do, and we can interact for a bit. Also, I have funny avatars. Very funny avatars that there are multicolored stuff. That's cool. It just takes time. It takes a lot of time. It'll eventually happen. Eventually. Alexa says, well, I'd say popularity is an exponential curve. You start off extremely slow, but the more people watch, the more people get recommended. Yeah. As soon as people know about it, and more people know about it. Hey, have you heard of this Deanspillabean guy? He like makes some weird stuff. Let's see, but the more people watch, the more people recommend, so it becomes a multiplication. Becomes multiplication as people recommend and the people that saw the recommendation for your videos. That and also, like YouTube-wise, also recommending it because, people are actually watching this guy. Let's make people watch this guy more. So, some of it is like the perfect storm of, like, people need to be checking out the stuff that I'm gonna make, at the same time that it's popular, so that, like, the popularity sticks for a while, which is kind of what happened with Deltarune. And then, whoever sticks around, pretty much. Let's see. I need this ramp. Cal says, by the way, Google Gemini's probably what? He's literally putting his wheels on the his country on the wheels of production. Isn't that what he was doing all the time though? I wouldn't know for certain. Guess what? What's in multiplication? Factors. It turns out that there is a simple mathematical equation that you can get 100% correct in order to go anywhere. Make what you like. Love what you make. Show some really cool stuff. Be really cool. And let's see. Have a chill environment or an environment that your audience likes, and then keep it for as long as possible. And then do whatever you feel like after that. Since when can you nudge buildings infinitely far away? Oh yeah, that's a new thing. That's a new thing, Ender. Brand new thing. So yeah, you can... New 1.1 thing in Satisfactory, you can just nudge indefinitely. Which is very handy. But you can also... If you press page up and down, nudge up and down. You have to press page up and page down for it to work. Somehow they got it mapped to console. I heard they have it mapped to console. I have no idea what it's mapped to on there. But yeah, you can page up and down, and then you can move and nudge things up and down, Ender. It's a very cool feature. I'm still building all my factories in the grounds. Okay, yeah, I think I really do need to rebuild this plastic factory at some point because it is horribly inefficient and there's a lot of problems with it. Actually, isn't all of this plastic just getting destroyed? I feel like it is getting destroyed. I actually don't want this plastic getting destroyed. I need to turn off the recyclers connected to it. One moment. Oh, it's Dark Sanctuary, one of the best songs in Deltarune. In the wheels of the industrial era, it was him who ordered the build the factories to make the country better, even though, yes, he made a lot of bad. But he saved the country. Well, you should have played Satisfactory. Wait a second, what was this for? A ton of iron. I forgot I had like tons of iron ingots here and I'm not even using them? What? Or no, I think I'm using this for something, but actually, no, seriously, where do I have these iron ingots? Hold on. I just have like tons of iron ingots here for some reason. Why do I have them here? Oh, yeah, it was for my steel production. I forgot about that. I guess something's wrong with it. It's not producing anything. Lexa says, to be fair, anyone in control of a country so big has to make significant changes. Because the country itself is significant and requires significant solutions to significant problems. We're gonna do a thing, it's gonna work, definitely. And then it may or may not work, but at least it was a thing they tried. Okay, there's a bunch of plastic. I think this is where it goes. Is it? Hold on, is this not being destroyed? Wait, I thought the plastic was actually being destroyed. I guess it's not. Okay, back to base then. Let's see. Lexa says, I thought I'd be able to do one-arm pull-ups by now. No. I can do front lever pull-ups though. That's good. Hey, little steps. Me myself, I could probably like at least hang off of something off of my own body weight, but I don't think I can like lift myself up. But maybe one day if I can train my arms strong enough, perhaps one day I'd be able to. That day's not today, but it will be eventually. Oh, this is me being an idiot. This is where those recyclers are. I had these here just to keep the plastic flowing, because if I stopped it for too long, then it just, I think, backs up wrongly. Which is also why I really do need to rebuild a lot of the plastic factory stuff. If you do, be prepared to remain a noodle for the rest of your life. Hey, if you get strong enough, like if you build up enough muscle power, you may be a noodle, but not for very long. I have experience from when I was like, for a very long time, I use a weed eater. And then, for obvious reasons, after using a weed eater, it just kind of makes your arms into noodles. Alright, it's a heavy object that's vibrating a lot. Your arms will become noodles if you use it too much. Well, my arms have gotten strong enough that they don't become noodles for very long, which means that my arms got stronger over time anyway. Turns out if you do yard work, it's like, it's totally like going to the gym. Just keep doing yard work. Let's see. Some could can be used to just be used in prep. I'm not into politics enough to comment on that, Kel. I just want to play Satisfactory right now. I just don't feel like talking about that. Let's see. I need conveyor belts. Lexus is strong, but skin, but tiny. I don't know. I've heard a lot of strong people on it. Just sharing my thoughts is, alright. It's just that sometimes it might be difficult for me to comment on that. I guess other stuff. Shoot, let's see. Video projects that I'm currently working on to prove that I'm at least doing something off camera. I'm trying to like make a highlights video for the Deltarune streams, but not like let's see. I started a series called the Supercut series where I would just try to find like some of the good bits of like some of the streams that I do, and then have that as highlights. But then the highlights ended up just being like me having the entire stream and then cutting out all of the dead space time, which it's not bad at all. And I kind of watch those sometimes too. But at the same time, I'm like, man, I kind of feel like this is a weird medium. That like this is a lot of information. I wish this was like better simplified to like the good bits. Which basically I kind of want to redo how I do my supercut videos, because like I said, I basically just do like highlights and also taking out the dead space. And I guess just picking out what's like actually worth the time into that video. I'm trying to figure that out. So the goal for at least this highlight stream of I'm gonna right now working on the first Deltarune stream that I did, where I was like, oh wow, we're playing Deltarune. Oh my goodness, it's Deltarune. Guys, it's Deltarune. And then I want to actually have like a genuine highlights video that's not an hour long. Like if it was 50 minutes or 59 minutes, I'd probably be okay with it. But I want to try and cut out like 2 hours almost, or see how close I can, or see how much I can do with that. Ideally, if people want to watch... thought process I have, if people want to see like all of the little bits that happens, that's what the stream is for. Oh, it crashed. But oh well. But let's see. At least the idea is whenever I'm making those, I try to find the good bits, do the right now my process is go through the entire stream VOD that I have, and then go through it a couple more times, and each time trying to find out, okay, is this thing really funny? Yes. Well, okay, but is it funny enough that you want to like find that every time you're watching the video? Kind of? Alright, well, hey, is it a reference to, like, a funny thing that'll happen later? Kind of? Well, I might want to keep it then. Alright, well, if it's, like, a very short funny that doesn't come up, and it's not, like, funny enough that you want to reference it or look back at the video all that much, then it's probably not important enough for the highlights video, so... at least that's the thought process I'm going through. at the moment, at least on the first stream, that was like 3.5 hours. I've cut out, I think, like 2 hours of content out of it, so there's like 1.5 hours left of it. I want to try to get it down to 1 hour if I can, because there is like a lot of really good moments that came from me playing the Deltarune stream, and I just want to actually try like find actual funny bits and keep those funny bits in. Like, oh, here's my reaction to this situation that happens in the game. Wait, here's a funny idea that I had, and then trying to highlight that. Oh, come on, I didn't lose too much progress, but I'm just back here. Let's see, Kel's just sharing his thoughts because both things have pros and cons. They do. I do kind of agree, like, they both have pros and cons in some aspects. It entirely depends on who uses it, though. That's what I think. It's like my simplest response. Swedish says, Saxton punched me into pieces. Well, that's because you got close to Saxton. You shouldn't have got close to him. Just be Ubered next time. Easy. You don't stand close to a Saxton hail. It's not a good idea. There we go. Saxton hail. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out best ways to find like actual good highlights, and then if I find those good highlights, then I become a better editor. That is to say, I know what is like worth people's time to look at again, compared to when, like, yeah, that was really funny, but that only really made sense for people who have like been here for a while. And I think when I made the Undertale yellow supercuts, I kind of felt like just trying to make the supercuts and not really, or let's see, the idea behind them at least was to cut out dead space, but the problem with only cutting out the dead space or the uninteresting stuff is that it ends up being insanely long. Like the first one that was supposed to be for the pacifist route ended up being like 3.5 hours long, even though the streams itself was like maybe 7 hours, something like that. 7, 8 total over like the 2 or 3 streams for the pacifist route, something like that. Actually, no, I think it might have been longer. I can't remember. It was definitely like a lot less than whatever I ended up recording in terms of on actual stream footage. Like, it definitely was less, but it was still a lot. So this time, when I'm doing the Deltarune highlights, I'm gonna also separate them out a bit, where like I do highlights for the first stream, the second stream, third and fourth, so on and so forth. So, like, the first part will probably be like either 50 minutes or an hour of the first part of the stream, and then there's going to be new highlight videos coming out afterwards that will probably be shorter depending on what kind of content is in it. I think as soon as I get like the main story stuff out of the way, then and then I get into like the secret content, which is like the next batch of streams that I did. Since I've like already done the story technically, that way I can just only focus on the secrets. Which actually, whenever I was playing, I think it was a good idea that I didn't focus on finding the secrets at first, because I just really wanted to know about the story. And then any secrets that came afterwards were just like nice appetizers after all of that. I felt like that was a really good experience. Okay. Now that we got a train here, actually get this working. Sick. Let's see, edit timetable. This is for smart plastic export to import, save changes, turn on self-driving, And we should be good to go. Should be. Should be. Should be. We should be good to go. There we go. It's docking again. Oh well. Let's see. How much plastic is in here right now? I think this should be okay, I think. Alright. Train forward! Now! Onward! We're moving! Woo! Hopefully with those those new highlight videos I'm trying to work on, I'll get better at mainly finding out really good ways to simplify what happened without people having to watch like several hours. Because ideally, the goal with the streams at least is a wonderful viewing experience for people to see like what happens live, like my live reactions to stuff, as well as reacting to like what kind of crazy interactions that I get myself into. Which that's the goal of the streams. Problem is that those take a lot of time. And the time is definitely very well spent. It's just some people don't have all of that time. So, idea with highlight videos is that for people that don't have a lot of time or don't feel like checking out the streams all that much, actually have some way to get involved with what I've been doing so they know like some references, like back in the Undertale Yellow videos, or the streams, there was the whole, but it was a singular robots joke, which only really made sense for people that were there at the time. And then everyone else afterwards, like, why the hell did you spend 7 hours on that stream? Well, because it was because of a singular robot. It was a singular robot is what I said. But outside of that, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense unless you, like, watch the stream and then experience, like, the whole feeling of getting your entire run ripped away by a singular robot. So how the hell do I portray that in a highlights video? Answer, just kind of make it long. And then like have that feeling come up, I guess. That being said, I think the genocide highlights or the supercut video ended up being like 2.5 hours long, which definitely less than the 12 hours total that I spent on that run. I cut out 10 hours of content, which, wow, that was pretty good. And that was 2.5 hours. That's still a really long video, though. Like, you became a god. I did. Yeah, that's right. I also became a god at the end of it. Was a singular robot unimportant to the plot? No, it was important to the plot, though. It was very plot relevant. And then, yeah, Dave said I became god at the end. I did become god at the end, and it was really funny. But the only way for people to know about that is if they watch the stream, or even with the supercut video, they have to watch until the end of the supercut to know about that. Why are we stopped? There. Oh, hold on. There should be a stopper here. There we go. That should be fine now. So, who here watches 3-hour movies? Who has time to watch 3-hour movies? I don't. I don't even. So I probably should have tried to figure out ways to cut down the time even further. But unfortunately, just for that to kind of make sense, I kind of wanted like the full 2.5 hours. I could have probably cut it down to 2 hours if I figured out better ways to prioritize what information goes in and out. And that's the job of an editor. Swedish says, Dean, do you think it's a good idea to be friendly against Saxton Hill? Well, that depends. Is Saxton Hill offering a rock, paper, scissors game? In which case, you should accept the rock, paper, scissors game. Yes. It's definitely a good idea to accept rock, paper, scissors against Saxton Hill. You definitely won't lose. Alright, do I get to the place?
I do get to the place. Yippee! My placement is now set. And I now have plastic going to this factory. This is wonderful. I love this information. And now for the fun parts. Because there's always a fun part. I gotta place 50 manufacturers. 60 manufacturers, actually, because I need to, like, place, like... There we go. I need to place 60 manufacturers for the smart plating that I need for this project. Which, actually, okay, this is really funny. When I was writing down the notes for modular engines, I was like, I need 150 mod engines, which each manufacturer only produces 1 per minute. So I needed 150 manufacturers, but I just gonna put manufacturers instead. Because that's a lot. That's a lot. There's gonna be a lot of machines going on here. Okay, first step though, 60 manufacturers. Which, luckily, with how my blueprints are, I don't need to worry about that too much. Because I have a manufacturing blueprint. Where is it? Here it is. That has 6 manufacturers built in, so I just need to build 10 of these. Which is nice, but then the other one I need to build like 150, which is kind of stupid. Actually, better question, where am I gonna put it? I'll figure it out. So, other than highlight videos, some other things that I've been trying to get into, and people probably have noticed this on like some of the new videos that I've been making, is taking moments from Deltarune and trying to voice the entire thing. Because I want to get better at voice acting, and I feel like the best way to get better at voice acting is to basically kind of do that. I want to, at some point, like, voice tennis, like a bunch of tenna lines. I love tenna so much. I want to, like, get better at that. And I think the best way to get better at that is if I just throw myself into a gauntlet. Yeah. So, I'm gonna try to figure out if I can get, like, really good gameplay that goes on for, like, 20 or 30 minutes of, like, board 1 and 2 of Chapter 3 in Deltarune, and then hopefully that works out. That'll take a while, though. But it's still a project that I want to do, because I think that... I just want to do that because I think that'd be fun. Linky Dog's here and says so. Hello, Linky. Hello there. I am currently in the Satisfactory, making a giant factory that requires a lot of factories within it in order to be a factory. That is to say, I am being a factory man. Beep bop boop. I am made of factories currently. I am a robot. Boop beep boop. Da 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 da. So in terms of like the voice acting thing, I do think I can do good in voice acting. I do a lot of good job speaking. I think I can do good improv. I can do good role playing as well. Yeah, to an extent, I think. But like one thing that I wanted to do with the streams that I've been doing for a very long time is it plastic in this? Okay, there it is. Is like get better at voice acting. If you've seen like my streams from the very beginning, where I'm trying to like even my Deltarune streams where I was like trying to voice all the characters. I think I was good in some areas, but I just wasn't very focused on those, or in those streams back then. Nowadays, I've gotten good at realizing like when I should probably interact with chat, when I should go on excessive rambles, when I should probably be playing the game right now, that kind of stuff. And even still, I think I still make bad choices every now and again, because I probably could have like maybe talked with chat when I probably had some free time, or maybe skip some dialogue that people already know too much about, or that I just don't feel like Like, there's some dialogue that I like reading a lot because I think it's really fun to talk as the characters with those dialogues. Like most of Queen's dialogue, as an example. But sometimes I'm just not sure, like, should I be reading it off? Should I be skipping this? Because I don't have all the time in the world. And if I had all the time in the world, we'd be here for 15 hours, because I want to read all of the dialogue. That, and I don't think my throat can actually handle all that. So I need to pick and choose what I want to talk, and what I want to skip over. Also, right now I'm trying to go find my. Oh, these trains are stuck. Yeah. Just gonna try to find some aluminum sheets that I could use, so I don't have to like wait for 500 sheets to be in my system. So I need to go find some of that really quick. But now my whole train system is clogged, and I gotta figure that out. I thought I made sure that this wasn't going to get clogged, but here we are anyway. Some idiot designed this thing terribly. Wah. Anyways, as I was saying, I've definitely gotten better at talking for hours and actually figuring out how to best way to talk like that, interacting with chat whenever possible. Sometimes I feel like there are still times I interact with chat a lot, which it makes sense. People are here. They might want to say something. I want to give them a little bit of a voice. But then there's like so many people, and then I can't do all that. So I have to kind of pick and choose, I guess. I try to really, like interact with everyone as much as I can. But there's gonna be a limit anyway. Andrew says, I love how 60 megawatts for 60 megawatts is not nearly enough, but 60.01 megawatts is great. Like, just because you're making slightly more. You could also like use batteries, I think, just to get more. Although I guess you don't have batteries at the time. Oh well. Shoot, where is the trains getting stuck? The trains should not be stuck. Where are the trains at? It's Night in the Woods. It is indeed Night in the Woods. So we just doing the man aerobic stance. Is Sexton Hale assisting? Oh, good grief. And my render distance is really low, so the trains aren't rendering. Actually, no, they are. Okay, I think this is where the problem is. Right? Okay, no, it goes here. Okay, you're stopped. Why? Because your path is blocked currently? No, you should go to here. Well, okay, it's blocked. Alexis says I should make a story about that. What the main aerobics? Man aerobics taunt? Just hey, let's all chill out and do the man aerobics taunts. Hold on, I need to figure out what's problem, because okay, why does this not want to go? Is it because there's a train here? Maybe. Turn off self-driving. Go. Story about Night in the Woods mostly. I mean, go ahead. Make some fanfiction on the game. It's got a lot of material for it. Actually, speaking of, I do want to play Night in the Woods someday, because it is still one of my favorite games, and I want to come back to that one day. Ooh, maybe in November, maybe. Ooh. I'll just have to think about that. Okay, seems like trains are moving now? I guess something happened and they got, like, clogged. Man, if ever I make a brand new game or a brand new Satisfactory world, I have learned so much from this world. Okay, I think they're moving. That's good. But yeah, I want to play Night in the Woods again. It's so fun. Maybe not like entirely fun, but it is like I love the story of it. I love it a lot. Maybe, I'm gonna mark it down as like a thing that I'll try to do in November. I don't know if I'll have enough time to do it, because that's like months from now, and I have absolutely no idea what the next few months are gonna do to me. But in October, I do want to play my old CD games. That does sound fun. Lexus would watch for sure. Oh, definitely. Ooh, and maybe I could try to like, I could practice my singing on there, cause they got like the songs that play, where you got to do like the musical bits, but there's like lyrics in them. I could actually legitimately try to do singing in that. That actually sounds kind of nice. Has a lot of voice act potential. Yep, that too. Do it. I think I will actually do that. I want to do that. Let's see. If you want any tips, you know where to find me. This is true, Alexis. I know where to find you. One Discord ping away. Actually, that being said, I want to try to do some voice or like some singing on let's see, on in Deltarune there's like the new the rhythm game section. And I really love the rhythm game section. What's going on here? Is this just full? I guess it's just full. Okay. I don't need to worry about that. Nadine, what dance should I do next? I have the Kazakaki Man aerobics and the conga. You should do the conga because it's retro. People think you're cool if you do the conga. But I think people will think you're really cool if you do the Kazakaki kick, though. So, your choice. Haha. Is this maxed out on radio? I guess so. Okay, but yeah, something I do want to try to do, especially when I'm like trying to voice the entirety of the two boards in Chapter 3 of Deltarune. Also, the board minigames are really growing on me. I really like the minigames of it. I wasn't sure on Chapter 3 if I would like really like it or not. I love Chapter 4 because of all the lore and the exploration that you can do in it. Chapter 3 I was like, oh man, we're just like confined to these like stupid minigames. And actually, these minigames are kind of fun. Like, they're really well made. Like, what the heck? I really love the minigames. Like, it's growing on me. I wanna do like a whole voicing on it. And then I'm like, well, shoot, I gotta also do a whole voicing on doing the like the singing bits in the rhythm game. But like also I wanna do like the Ralsei version where Ralsei like censors the lyrics with like different words. Because the original lyrics are kind of somewhat violent. Not really like somewhat violent, but just like, ooh, that's kind of like, it's talking about blood, guts, and gore. Not really blood, guts, and gore, it's just, I don't know. Anyways, Ralsei has like a censored line, and then I kind of want to might do an uncensored line. There's no naughty words in it or anything, it's just, it talks about blood normally. And then Ralsei's like, oh, there's no blood, they're actually talking about something else. Definitely, haha. Anyways, trying the singing thing might be interesting. All right, I need aluminum sheets. Surely, in my aluminum factory that I use to make aluminum, that I have aluminum sheets somewhere in here. I remember I did, but I can't remember where. They will find you. I don't know why I remember this FNAF song. Well, something. It doesn't have the nitric acid again because I don't have the iron plates that's required in order to get this thing to work, so it's not actually working properly, so it's not making enough fuse frames? I think it's the fuse frames thing. Actually, I don't think the fuse frame lacking is an issue because I don't think I need too many. Is that right? Oh, none of this is being produced because it doesn't have any nitric acid. What the heck? No, oh, there's like no pressure cubes. Oh, that actually is an issue that needs to get resolved like immediately. Wait, no. You're losing out on nitrogen. Wait, what? But you're supposed to have nitrogen. Do you not? What the heck? I thought okay, it did need iron plates, that's for certain, but I guess it just isn't getting the nitrogen that it needs for some reason? Okay, what's going on over here? You have nitro... Oh, it's... This is full. Okay. Wait, what? Oh shoot, what's going on here? Okay, overflow back into here, please. What? Okay, no, overflow here. There we go. There we go, okay. That's kind of working. Is that gonna become too much? Oh, it might end up becoming too much. Let's see. Let's make another sink really quick. This is a problem that I just gotta deal with. I have an overflow issue, and that's why so much of this isn't working. Okay, so we'll have that as like another overflow outputs. Actually, no. Overflow output here instead, and of course it doesn't go right back into it. There we go. And now, let's see, unidentified goes here, overflow there. So now, when the game is done saving, I'm gonna... This is where that will go instead. Okay. All right. Stuff's getting outputted and out of the overflow correctly, I think. All right, so that's going back into the system. Okay. I think I got that set up. So now nitrogen should actually be running, which means my aluminum should actually be functioning. Yay! Help! I just poured something on my keyboard. Now it's so zoomed in. What? Oh, you pressed something. I'm gonna guess you probably pressed P. Try to press escape. And that might get you out if you like zoomed in heavily. Like, because if you press P and then you like scroll in a lot, you can see at the molecular scale, which I think is really funny. And then if you fix it, had to press plus. Does plus work here? Well, whatever. It ended up fixing it. Silence is here. It says, hey, yo, hello, Silence. Hey, okay, we're gonna play one of those old education games. Do you see the aluminum sheets? Point at your screen. Where's the aluminum sheets? I actually don't know where the aluminum sheets are. I'm trying to find that. Let's see. So aluminum ingots are coming out of here. Shoot, where do I... Oh, I think now I remember where I put them. Hold on. Also, there's no silica? Oh, shoot. Oh, that's because my vehicles are deadlocked. No wonder no silica's being here. Dean fails at his own test. Well, actually, I didn't fail at it. I just, Actually, I didn't fail it. Okay. Next troubleshooting issue. Why are you all stuck? There's literally no reason for you all to be stuck. But I guess there is because they're stuck. Now we gotta figure out why they're stuck. Look at this guy. Look at this dude. Completely stuck. He's like, I can't move, guys. Why can't you move? You have fuel, you just don't feel like it. But if I go in and out, then you work flawlessly, and then the trucks work flawlessly. Oh, wait, what? Go! Go! Where aren't you going? Sometimes in Satisfactory, when you get into, like, good grief, the later parts of the game. Wait, no, get back here, get back here. If you get into later parts of the game, sometimes the vehicles just don't want to work. And exactly why is completely unknown to me. I think it's because there's just so much going on that it just can't process everything. I don't know. This happens with, like, the drones as well. Like, apparently if you get, like, over 200 drones in service, it actually can cause problems. Or, like some of the drones just literally stop working. Oh well. Okay, so those truck stations are now working. Okay, going to finally get the aluminum sheets that I came here for in the first place. Right, I have heat sinks here. Here are the heat sinks. Where are they coming from? Are they coming from here? Oh, wait, that's aluminum sheets. I thought I would use casing for it. Where do I have my aluminum casing? Or my aluminum plating? Where's my plating? Where do I... I know I have somewhere for it. Because I have it connected to my my item network, but I legitimately can't remember. Okay, I have one other idea where it could be. There we go. Okay, I have one other idea. I need to have my jetpack on to get over there. It's one other aluminum factory that I got way off in this direction. Whee! That's the starter base. That's a starter base. Goodbye, starter base. Alright. Bob and weave through the tree line. And survive the autosave. And here we are, I think. Iron ingots, iron ingots, iron ingots. I guess not. This is just where I have a bunch of ingots. I thought I had... I legitimately thought I had somewhere else for... It's gotta be somewhere. It seriously has to be somewhere. Where? Where are my aluminum ingots? Or aluminum plating? Where is it? Oh, shoot. So, why'd you make an aluminum factory today? Well, I forgot where I left my last factory that makes plating, so now I gotta get more, I guess. Maybe I have something over here? Oh, here it is. Here's where I have it at. Here it is. It's at the starter base. There we go. That's where I had it at. I forgot that's where I had it. Okay, now to go all the way back to the modular engine factory. Let's see. So once I get the manufacturers set up for the smart plating, I still need one other thing, and that's the motors, which I don't think I have enough of currently. So I'm gonna have to do some funky stuff in order to get the parts required to get... I have to do some funky stuff. Let's see. There we go. Alright, now that I have... Oh, I need iron plates too. Heck. Okay. The whole point of why I went to go get the aluminum sheets was because I was like, I don't want to wait for my aluminum sheets to get produced. It's gonna be a bit. So now I'm waiting for cables and iron. At least all that stuff actually doesn't take too long to go through. I say that and then it takes forever. Okay, I guess we're just gonna be here for a bit. To be fair, there is like a lot of resources being used for this. One, two, three, four. I just need 6 more of these. Oh well. Let's see. Oh, I guess like something else I kind of talk about for a bit. So on the topic of like the supercuts or highlights that I've been talking about doing for a bit, one idea that I had was trying to go back through my old streams and trying to mainly try to clear out a lot of extra footage that I don't really actually need at all, but I just have for the sake of having. And one stream series that I did a long time ago was for In Stars in Time, and I really liked that game. I liked it a lot. I think it went on for a very, very long time because there were some puzzles that required way too much time for me to look into, though that's probably just me being a goof and not realizing stuff in time. Anyways, those streams ended up being very, 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 very long. And the thing is that I actually have footage of it. Like, I have footage of not just the gameplay, but also my streams that I just have in my storage drive. And I was looking at it one day and I was like, wow, there's like 150 gigabytes in this thing. I should probably try to figure out how to use this. Actually, I think it was more like 300, because if it's the gameplay in the streams, it's like it's a lot of data basically. So I need to clear out a lot of that. So at some point, I kind of want to go back to those old streams, at least the stream VODs, and then edit out not just the dead space, but also highlight some really cool moments. And the problem with going into the In Stars in Time streams to try and like make a video like that is that there's like 60 hours of footage that I have to go through. And now I have to figure out how to either make that into like a series or like an episodic series or one huge VOD. And I think I might actually do like an episodic series, like going through the separate chapters, because I think there's like in Stars in Time there's like 5 or 6 chapters or something like that. So I thought about the thing within In Stars in Time is that you're like in a time loop trying to find different ways to, or figure out the exact method that you need to do in order to get out of the loop. That's the idea. Most of the game, though, is you probably going through the entire thing and being like, wow, this is pretty cool. Oops, I died because I did a goofy thing, and now I gotta restart all over again. There's 14 streams of In Stars in Time. Yeah. Each of them are like 3 to 5 hours long. Oh, yeah, I got the manufacturers done. That's sick. Okay, next step. But, yeah, idea is I'm gonna try to go through all of those at some point. And try to shorten them down to like at least 1 hour videos. Like 1 hour videos that summarize, I don't know, 10 or 20 hours of gameplay or something like that. Or heck, even split up the hour-long video into like 2 40-minute videos or something like that. Something to reduce the amount of time required to view that to like a reasonable time frame. That's the idea. Luckily, there is a lot of dead space that is in those streams, so I won't have too many problems finding out what I can't use. Let's see, this is for smart plates. It's just going to be the image itself. Okay, go to all of these. I pasted that. I guess I didn't paste that. There we go. So, other streams kind of similarly, like the let's see. Like the Wonderstop streams. I loved Wonderstop so much back when I played it. And then instead of making more videos on it, I went into the whole Half-Life series, because that was like a plan that I had as well. Which I didn't hate replaying the whole Half-Life games. I think there was a lot of fun out of those too. But I've done the mistake of giving myself too much content to work with, and now I have like a huge backlog. And I want to not have a huge backlog. So, how to fix that? Trying to reduce how much time I actually spend streaming so that I can actually have time to go through what I've done and actually make videos and content off of it, instead of like making one thing and then immediately going on to the next. I want to kind of stick around for some stuff for a while. At least that's the idea. Let's see. So I've been kind of wondering when I want to go back into Wonderstop, because I feel like it's a game that doesn't get a lot of attention because of like I don't actually know why it doesn't have a lot of attention actually, because it is a really good game and I think like people would enjoy it. It's just it's not like a mainstream thing for some reason, and I don't know why. Did you know you have 53 Satisfactory streams? Yes, I keep counts. If you look in the description of this stream, it says this is the 53rd Satisfactory stream. Do not try to summarize what I do in these, because there is a lot of dead space and most of it is just conversations. That being said, there are a lot of conversations that I've had in these. A lot of empty promises that I say as well, so don't quote me on everything, please. It's a year's worth of streaming. Yeah, anyways, I think one day, I don't know when, hopefully whenever I have time, maybe like, actually, maybe whenever I get like the Deltarune out of my system, maybe like whenever August comes around, I might try to go back to Wonderstop and like try to, I don't think I'll like stream it a whole bunch, but I might try to like make some videos on it, like kind of the voicing stuff that I did for Deltarune, but for like some of my favorite characters or favorite scenes in Wonderstop. I think that, as well as like making highlight videos for Wonderstop as well, because those were really fun streams. I had a lot of fun with it. There was a lot of really cool moments that came with it, and I want to like kind of show those off more. So maybe the first thing I do is try to go back into those streams and make a good edited video of stuff that happened, like stream 1. Here's what happened in stream 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that kind of thing. Find some of the best moments, some of my favorite bits, and then move on. Only problem that I think I have at the moment, I put a lot of I do a lot of work to voice like any characters that come up in the games like Wonderstop and Stars in Time and even Deltarune. Almost to my own own detriment, because, well, I'm making every moment really, really good, which for a live viewing experience is really nice. Also really nice whenever you're like I like listening to my streams whenever I play Deltarune, specifically because I voice like all the characters, and I like what I do with it. you need help with that, Silence? I mean, probably, but I don't know what the help would be. Besides, like, oh yeah, here's like a good moment. When, like, I feel like I would probably find the, oh yeah, here's a good moment thing anyway. Like, it's more like I don't know what I would need help with, besides, like, finding good bits, because, again, I would probably just find the good bits anyway. I guess maybe, like, editing it? But, I don't know, it just doesn't feel like something that I don't know, it's just it's a thing that I want to do on my own, kind of, because it's a kind of a personal thing. I guess it would be nice to have help, but I don't know, again, what kind of help I would need. Probably finding, like, clips, maybe. Like, I would probably want to make the highlight videos, but, like, the, like, clips aren't something. Maybe that could be an option, but other than that, I don't know what else. Anyways, right now, since I got the manufacturers up, which is nice, and they're all powered, trying to get them all to get the same recipe. This is just gonna take a while. Wonder Stop. Whenever I get around to it, I want to do that again. Want to get back into Wonder Stop, kind of, or at least making videos on that. Actually, kind of on that. Whenever October gets around, I need to figure out how to get those games running, like, soon. I think I can figure something out. But since they're, like, really old games and new hardware isn't going to work too well. Oh yeah, October I want to play, like, a bunch of old games. It's like the idea of what I want to do. It's a bunch of CD games. And unfortunately, the new hardware doesn't check it too well. Or it doesn't use it too well. So I'm going to have to figure some way, some method to get it to run. I think there's ways to get them to run, just... it's going to be some research. Ender says I'm going to go eat. You have fun. Okay. Thank you very much for sticking around, Ender. I think I'm getting kind of close to a stopping point anyway. Almost done with this smart plating. And then the next thing I got to do is getting tons of motors and then placing 150 manufacturers. Yuck. Oh, shoot. Now that Amori's playing, I'm thinking, when do I want to do Amori? I remember, like, months ago, I thought about trying to do Amori, like, in June, but then Deltarune came out in June, and then I changed my mind on that. I have played Amori before, so there isn't going to be a whole lot that I'm going to be, like, surprised on, but I haven't done, like, the Hikikomori routes. Or I mean, I kind of know what goes on in there. It's just, it might be kind of interesting just to do or re-explore. I have done streams of games that I have in fact played before, like with the Deltarune streams from like months and months ago. Even though I've played it before, everyone knows about it. I just want to play it again. Problem with Amori is that it is like a very, very, very long game, and I don't know if I have the dedication for such a long game yet. Because there's so much other stuff that I want to do first. But I think definitely whenever I get around to having the time, I want to do Amori. It's just that might take time. Da da. Dum ba dum ba da dum. Actually, what would I even do in Amori? Like, find... Like, what? Do my normal thing where I would just find, like... good bits? But, Ooh, maybe alternatively, I could try to figure out, like, how long it takes for me to forget stuff. And, like, only play the Amori again after I've, like, forgotten most of the game. Or, actually, now that I think about it, I mean, I remember a lot of key parts of the game, like, maybe a lot of jokes or a lot of story elements, but there's still, like, a good chunk of stuff that I just want to experience again. I don't know. I'll just have that as a thing. Oh, and it crashed again. I think that's the third crash so far. That's the third crashing. Ugh. Satisfactory. Run for at least 20 minutes, please. Why should I run for you, Dean? Oh, it's because I want to add more stuff to the save file and cause more crashing to happen. Wait, but wouldn't that cause crashing? Yes, that's the point. So long as I can still load up the save file, I will still use it. There may come a day when I literally cannot load it in anymore, which will be really sad. But also, I thought that would be, like, months ago. I remember, like, the first crash that actually happened on stream. I was, like, working on the silica factory, and the error was like, your file is too big. Anyways, that was months ago, and it's still, like, being a problem. But this is why I have autosaves on, constantly. Every 2 minutes it saves. I would go it down to 1 minute, but it's like every 1 minute, it's like constant stuttering, and I don't like it. Every 2 minutes is like just long enough that it's not annoying, and I don't lose too much progress. I gotta rebuild this. Let me place stuff. There we go. This is gonna look weird, but I think it'll look nice though. Yeah, but it'll look weird. It's clipping. I don't care if it's clipping. It's alright. It's great. There's no problems here with the clipping. Okay. That in. Get the rest of the plastic stuff set up. So let's see, after this, I think it's just the reinforced plates, I think. Yeah, it is just the reinforced plates. I think after that, after I get that installed, that should be it. Plastic is now getting distributed. Woo-wee. Last, but certainly not least, the reinforced iron plates. Well, then after that, I gotta also like get all the outputs connected correctly. Which that should really not take that long. Okay, reinforced iron plates. Plug you in, you. Okay, where do I actually have... Actually, I didn't get the plastic over here yet. Somehow completely forgot about this. That and there's this splitter. I need... Okay, where do I... The reinforced plates are literally under here, correct? Yes, they are. And I just need those to go up a couple levels. When do I want to play yellow again? Shoot, I still need to finish up yellow, now that I think about it, because I played it like, or more accurately, I played, like one bit of Undertale Yellow for like a bit before Deltarune dropped, and then Deltarune dropped, and I haven't gone back to that yet. I should actually come back. Shoot, yeah. Just to finish that one replay. That actually might be worth it. But I might want to do that. Someday this week. I'm not making any concrete plans on that because I need to make sure I have time for that. But that should be something that's on my list. I really should finish that up. Okay, is that... That's not quite set up yet. There we go. Reinforced plates are in now. Now it's making smart plates. Yay! It's making them very cool. Alright, now for the fun part of actually getting all of these merged together. Good grief, how do I want to do this? It's gonna be really long and complicated. Not really long and complicated, it's just gonna be annoying. Let's see. That merges to there correctly. Maybe I can have 2 sets of mergers here. Like one that goes... Swedish is gonna head out. Alrighty. Thank you for sticking by, Swedish. You have a good day. Getting kind of close to the end, anywho. Let's see. Okay, I can have a merger at the bottom, so okay, I think this is what I'll do. Can I place it? There. Can I place it? There we go. Good grief. Probably have a setup like this. Okay, and then do that for every single one. What other wacky games would I play? I don't know. It's not really wacky, I'm just thinking about other stuff to do. Who pinged me? Mwahaha. Mwahaha. I'm laughing maniacally. Mwahaha. Ah ha ha ha. Evil laughter. Mwahaha. What did I do for this? Oh, okay. Let's see how I can get this similarly. Straight, and then... up to here. This is not exactly how I did it, but oh well. It works. That's all that matters. How did I do... Oh! Oh, now I see how I did that. Okay. I need to... have that merger in the air, and then put that down. That's how it went. And then merger... lifter... There we go. That's better. 2 more on this row, and then there's still the other 5 at top. Yeah, good grief. I like anything I could just like. Yeah, I'm now in a really weird situation. Not really that weird, but it's nearing the end of a stream right now where I'm kind of been talked out and I don't have too much to talk about anymore. Don't have any more plans to discuss, and now I'm just kind of. People have been heading out as well, so it's just me and whoever's left. Because there's one other person. Hi. Sorry for calling you out, but hey. This is just like the awkward bit where there isn't much else for me to talk about right now. Thank you for sticking on, though. Right now, I could show as many things, and then no one would notice, probably. Is this not... Are you not making anything? Oh, you're not making anything. Oh, that's because I never went up to the top area to give them their blueprints. That's what happened. Yeah. Yeah, haha. Yeah, haha. Here we go. Once upon a time, there was an individual that did many things, but every now and again, he stopped doing things. This made him upset because he stopped doing things. The man, slightly aggravated at the fact that he wasn't doing anything anymore, set out on a journey to figure out if there was literally anything for him to do. Everywhere he went, there was always stuff happening, but none had any room for him. So it felt very strange for the man that there was literally nothing for him to do, yet he could do many things. So, since then there was nothing for him to do for anyone else, he set out to do his own things. Made his own goals, made his own purpose, perhaps. Did he truly find a purpose, or did he make it for himself? It was self-fulfilling, perhaps. It was mainly for himself, but... was it for anyone else? Is that being selfish if you offer your services to people, they don't accept it, and then you use your services for your own benefit? Is that being selfish? Or is that being bored as hell? I want to somewhat be independent. That is to say, I want to just be able to do things on my own without the requirements of going to people. But at the same time, there's only so much that I can do on my own. But maybe that's fine. Maybe I don't want there to be like these gigantic things. I don't think we need all of these gigantic things. It's not a requirement. It would be nice if, like, everyone's Deltarune equivalent idea somehow became, like, reality. But, practically, even though those ideas really are worthwhile, it's hard to get those ideas into something tangible. Got so many things that I want to do, and I have no idea how to get them all out. And so far, the main methods of getting them out are not how I want them out. It's just going to be difficult. But I'm in no rush right now to make the things that I want. That's fine. I've got many other things that I do need to worry about, though, like figuring out how to live first. If I figured out how to live, then I don't have to worry about much else. Don't have to worry too much. and they've left. Goodbye, whoever you were. And now I'm actually all alone. Woo. I've always wondered, like, at what point should I actually be doing these streaming things? Because I really do think I can do the streaming stuff. I really can. It's just, also to an extent, I feel like I rely too much on other people in order to get these streams to be interesting. It's like, I can talk about stuff for a while, but it's hard to know what to talk about if, like, people really don't care about it. So that's why I don't stream all the time. I want to be able to do other stuff. Or at least have the ability to do other things on my own time. So, she'll stream every now and again whenever I feel like there's enough to talk about. And here we are. Anyways, that is most definitely going to be the end of the stream. There's currently no one else here at the moment. That's fine. I can still thank them for even coming by. Let's see. Get that connected. Let me get this one last thing done and then I'll finish it. Alright. Smart plating is done. Yay! At long last. And as per usual, it takes like 3 hours to get projects done. Or at least that project's done. That is great. Right. Well. Oh, insert name's here. Hello, insert. You just joined at like the very end of the stream. It's actually about to. I'm actually just about to close it off, which is funny. Basically, just the stuff that I've been doing, making like these big factories. To make like a huge screw factory in order to fuel a smart plating factory. Basically making some complex parts in the factory thing. And I just got done with it, which is wonderful. And now I have... Actually, how many smart plating is this? 300 smart plates a minute. Goodness, that... I'm saying that is a lot, wow. Alright, and then I want to come back to this at some point whenever I have time or gumption. Alright. Yeah, that's going to be the end of the stream. Thank you very much, insert name, Swedish Monkey, Silence, Ender, Shapy, also known as Kel, Alexis, Dave's Easy, Linky Dog, let's see. Remember Not Lancer stopped by for a moment. Random Ultrakill fan, Wabungus, Person Human, and Stuff Doer as well. Shadow VR as well. Almost missed him out. Thank you as well as many other people for joining in on the stream. I'm gonna be heading out right now. You all have a very good day. Kel just came back. Hey, I was just about to end. Oh well. Yeah, I'm gonna head out right now. I got the smart plates done for the day. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.